Got Vape Addict versus Croissant Overlord. Tomb King's Lizardmen. Tomb King's running with their new and improved, buffed up cats. Lizardmen running Old Faithful in the Shredder of Lustria. Old Faithful in Warhammer 3. Ever since they changed healing to percentage based, he's been doing good. For the Tomb Kings, a front line of Tomb Guard with halberds, the Kepler Guard, and then 2 Nehekar Warriors, 2 Skeleton Spears. Pretty elite as far as Tomb King's infantry goes. 2 Ushabti Regulars, armor-piercing anti-infantry monsters infantry. 1 Ushabti Great Bow for a bit of pressure, Sphinx Usef, and then Cetra, but he's not on his kitty cat, he is on a horse. So it's just a halberd duelist lord. With protection and curse blades for his 2 spells. On the other side for the Lizardmen, who are advancing across this rather large map, we have a couple Feral Cold Ones on the flanks, Cold One Spear Riders in the back, double Saurus Scar Veteran. Looks like they're both on Velociraptor mounts. Yes, they are. Both have Deadly Onslaught and Foe Seeker. Front line of Skink Cohorts, the Shredder of Lustria, and a Salon Mage Priest of Life. With Dwellers Below, Earthblood, Regrowth, and Bound Banishment. Alright. We'll see what's up, as I'm going to fast forward through both armies slowly advancing upon each other. Ushabti get a cheeky little volley at the Shredder and then run away. Here we go. Skink's going to charge straight into the Kepler Guard. And that will not be a good time for our skinky friends. In fact, this whole flank is going to be defeated rather easily. But it's clear the Lizardmen have put their efforts into this area. With their Cold One Spear Riders rather than Feral Cold Ones, the Shredder and obviously both of their heroes, they're making a big push on this right flank. And the Nehekar Warriors are feeling it, as the Shredder of Lustria and other various Velociraptors plow through them super easily. Earthblood even to support them further. Do have Ushabti Great Bows firing in onto the Shredder of Lustria for free, while Tomb Guard with Halberds set up formations nearby to stop the Lizardmen in their tracks. 1 Nehekar Warrior is gone, but on the high ground, Skinks are already routing. Kepler Guard have gotten rid of 1, Nehekar Warriors get rid of the other. Cetra's doing good work on those Skink Cohorts. Where is the Sphinx of Usef? There it is. It's coming back after fighting some Feral Cold Ones behind me. Melee Ushabti. The Shredder was trying to get around Halberds. Now he's going to walk through them to get to the Ushabti Great Bows, but Cetra and the Sphinx of Usef coming back to say something about it. And that is a bound banishment from the Salon. It won't do that much damage to the Ushabti, but if it curves into the Tomb Guard with Halberds, it could do a lot of work there. Doesn't look like that'll be the case, however, and the Shredder is taking a lot of damage for fighting on top of these Halberds, so he's going to want to get out of here and fast. They've taken out half the health off of the Ushabti Great Bows, though, so it's not nothing. Meanwhile, the Saurus Scar Veteran gets isolated, gets taken down below half health. In the blink of an eye, he is just dead. The Sphinx is going to at least get him close to shattering, but the Shredder is on the hunt, and these anti-large armor-piercing Cold One Spear Riders. Even though I constantly tell everyone how bad Cold One Spear Riders are, I mean, still, if they surround the Sphinx of Usef, they'll get some decent damage. Saurus Scar Veteran falls, but now the Sphinx is in big trouble with the Shredder behind it. It's Cold One Spear Riders giving it a bunch of guff. It's not going to have a good time. Ushabti Great Bows were saved, however, still have 12 out of 12 models to continue shooting the Shredder of Lustria in the back. On the far side over here, the Tomb Kings are winning about as hard as we thought they would in that infantry fight. See how much those infantry can matter come the late game. A regrowth is out for the Shredder of Lustria. Don't know where his heal cap is just yet, as Cetra is trying to chase down the Salon. Saurus Scar Veteran doing his job, heals for the big Salon. And look at these Cold One Spear Riders just walking alongside the Sphinx Usef, not knowing what to do. Shredder gets a big chomp down onto it. And now they're starting to get a good surround. Now they're starting to get a lot of damage out, considering that's 40% physical resistance because of the Incantation of Protection. Ushabti Great Bow still firing in. The Cold One, Saurus Scar Veteran fighting against horse-mounted Cetra the Imperishable. Cetra should win that, but maybe this guy can get some good chomps in here and there. I mean, Cetra has significantly more HP and better stats. Shredder of Lustria ripping apart the Sphinx of Usef, even when some Ushabti come over to help out a little bit. Probably won't be enough. So Shredder should get through them rather easily. The Sphinx has taken a lot of damage. Cetra's still dealing with the Saurus Scar veteran, who's at that point going to back off. It looks like he hasn't even gotten that much damage onto Cetra, so it is pretty disappointing. I get why he'd want to leave. And the Cold Spear Riders might want to abandon their chase at the Sphinx and just charge over to the Ushopta Great Bows, take those guys out. They've already got 2,400 value. They still have a lot of ammunition, so just like go run them down where they have no support right now, instead of trying to chase the Sphinx Usef uselessly around. Not uselessly, because you have gotten good damage out, but like the Cold Spear Riders aren't doing much about it. Yeah, they kind of suck, so gotta go kill the Ushopta Great Bows with that. Tomb Kings have a lot of infantry on the high ground that need to get down here. It looks like they are after they've finally eliminated all the Skinks once and for all. They decide to rejoin the fight. Skink skirmishers! No, chameleon skinks that I didn't even see. That's how sneaky they were. Chameleon skinks have returned to the fight. Shredder Bustra is nearly heal capped. And still more Tomb King's infantry floods in. The Sphinx Usef is very low. Looks like he wants to go hunt himself a Saurus Scar veteran, but the Shredder Bluster is coming over. Say something about that. Gets a slice on the Saurus Scar veteran, then immediately gets chomped by the big old Shredder. Remember, the Dreadsaurian does have a -8 leadership aura against everything in this area, as that is going to be a nice roller's blow onto a full health Tomb Guard Halberds. A half, well, not half health. That would be way too generous. A wounded Tomb Guard Halberd, still Tomb Guard Halberd, and then a Skeleton Spearman. All of them getting eaten alive by the spells below. Very nice cast there from the Life Slon. Saurus Scar Veteran is thinking about routing, but anybody who holds for any amount of time could be really helpful in this moment, as the Shredder was getting some decent damage onto Cetra. Now the Shredder is moving over to take care of the Sphinx Usef with 2 attacks in its rear. That should be the death knell for this thing. But he actually misses the charging attack. Hits a subsequent follow-up one. He is fighting on top of halberds now. Big problem. Does not want to be fighting on those halberds. Does not want to still be getting shot by these Ushopta Great Bow. Man, that Shredder has just been getting shot all game from these guys. 3,900 damage value for the Ushopta Great Bow. Bounce power is heavily against the Lizardman at this point, and I would tend to agree. While the Sphinx is about to die, I mean, the Shredder isn't that far behind him. There's nothing the Lizardmen have that can clean out the Kepler Guard and these other Nehekar warriors, plus the Tomb Guard they're still fighting on, plus half-health Cetra, anti-large duelist who's about to kill a Saurus Scar veteran on the charge. Gets a big hit in, follow-up hit's gonna kill him. There we go, he is dead. And there's a new Ushopta summon just to trigger army losses even faster. Good game overall. You gotta stop the Ushopta. You gotta stop him. 4,300 damage value for those guys. 2,600 on the Sphinx, even though it died. 2,700 on the Dreadsaurian. Yeah, good value. Bet you never, like, honestly think back to yourself in Warhammer 2 if you thought in the future the meta would be Necro Sphinxes and Cambrian War Sphinxes versus Dreadsaurians. You would laugh, but this is where we are. Both these builds made a lot of sense. Alright, goodbye. Roar.
Subscribe, yes, yes.